Hey, it's Mark Linear with your video thought for the day. All right, this is thought number 2 on my week where I'm looking at science and faith. And yesterday I started talking about artificial intelligence. And one of the ways artificial intelligence first came to my mind was my buddy Richard Arsenault. We were in the middle of a case and there were millions of pages of documents. And we needed to try to find certain information among those documents. Now, when you've got 60, 70, 80 million pages of documents, and you want to find all of the documents that concern an idea, what you basically had to do historically, because no one can read that many documents, you had to do a computer word search. Well, now, if you did a computer word search for, let's say, dog, that's the example Richard used to use, then you're going to get every document that uses the word dog. But you'll never find the documents that talk about Fido or Butch or man's best friend or things like that that clearly still talk about dogs. And an artificial intelligence program had been developed that would learn those ideas and would find the documents that talk about dogs, even if dogs aren't mentioned in the document. It's amazing. And this artificial intelligence is now being used by some to ask questions like, how would you destroy humanity? And the artificial intelligence has been spewing out some answers. I was at a dinner the other night and we were having a discussion about this, and the dialogue was, well, maybe we should just run away from artificial intelligence. We should shut it down and not do any research into it. And the reply was, no, because there are always evil and devious people in this world that will continue to do that kind of work. And we don't want artificial intelligence to be in the hands of the evil people. Which brings me to my point for today. When God made this world, he made it in a logical, consistent way. Paul, in chapter 1 of the book of Romans, verses 16, 17, 18, in that area, talked about how the world itself around us is evidence of the character, the unseen traits of God. We can look at the world and learn things about God. For example, the world is very logical. It's very cause and effect. You plant a seed in the ground, you grow that crop. But Paul takes that and says God applies that even beyond it, that you reap what you sow. These are worldly facts that help us understand God. Now, I bring this up because science is a tool that God's given us to use for good in this world. But like everything else God gives us, we can choose to use it for good or for evil, depending upon the thoughts and hearts and intents of people. So, for example, for lunch today, I might choose to eat something that's nutritious and tasty and in good volume, good for my body. Or I could go full out glutton and eat something that's horrendous for my body. What's the difference? It's both eating, but eating can be a good thing or a bad thing. Look behind me. See what that is right there? That's a TV. I can use that monitor for good things. I can use it to help teach. I can use it to learn. I can use it to share good news. I can use it for entertainment that's wholesome and valuable. But that monitor can also be used for evil and for wicked. It's a question of how we use it. Science is a tool that God's given us, but we're to use it to make humanity better. So there's an article that came out about how artificial intelligence is helping tailor drugs to help treat specific illnesses in people. Great use. We can use the nuclear isotopes and the concepts of of nuclear physics to run an MRI machine and detect a disease. But it can also be used for a nuclear bomb. I mean, it can be used for good. It can be used for evil. The goal is for the Christian responsibility, I should say, and Jewish responsibility, the biblical responsibility, is to get into science, to understand the way God made this world, but to do it to better humanity. So the goal isn't profit. The goal isn't world domination and power. The goal isn't to increase suffering. The goal is to make the world a better place, to feed the hungry, to clothe the naked, to heal the sick, to make this world more of what God would like it to be. It's part 2 of your video thought for the day.